I see trees of green. Yeah, I don't really. The great Satched Emo, that was, what was his name? The guy that sang that song I was just trying to sing. And I just was implying that I've been out in the rain, so now I'm the great Satched Emo. I suppose I'm not an emo now, but in high school it could very well be said that that's what I was. Although I'm not 100% sure that emos were a thing when I was younger. So as it turns out, I was never really an emo. I was doing it for dramatic effect. I got called a swampy a couple of times, but it's really quite funny because I remember when I was younger, it was like we're in the frilly friggin' 18th century things, and I don't know, The Cure, the band The Cure, they're probably what we would have called swampy back when I was young. If anyone knows the vernacular, if anyone knows the different definitions of these different genres of people, let me know. I was probably more of a punk, wore ratty t-shirts, couldn't afford anything with name brands on it, couldn't afford anything with actual band names on it, and maybe Akadaka instead of AC/DC, although I don't think they were around when I was young. Also, I really wanted some like plaid pants, and all I could find was tracksuit pants, so I ended up wearing plaid tracksuit pants, and then I had like a dog choker chain with key rings on the end of it so that I could have the chain hanging, into my pocket with my wallet like I'm Scottish or something. Always wanted like pointy shoes like Winkle Pickers, or maybe some lovely Doc Martens, but because I was like poor ass, I might have had work boots at some point. I didn't quite get to the point of painted gum boots, but I was pretty try hard when I was younger. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, hang on. Let me hit a button here. There you go. It's enough of me singing. So I've had to rearrange stuff. I took most of my gear away when I went away last weekend, and I decided to rearrange this place because things were stuck in a corner and I couldn't get all the way through the room. There wasn't even really enough room for a guest. There still isn't, because I'm missing a couple bits of equipment, but because I've managed to ransack the place, it looks like the cops have done a raid, in the movies where they hack cushions open and tip everything over just for shits and giggles. That appears that that's what's happened here. But it ain't the po-po, it's just me being incredibly disorganized. And as a consequence, ransacking my own place to try and find things. I mean, I'm sure the bits I need are here somewhere, but at the moment I've had to move this camera over a meter so that it's right in front of me, which is right where my guest would be sitting, but it is consequently right over the monitor, so I guess it works fine. And I had to do that to facilitate actually plugging it into the computer, which has gone from 2 meters that way to 1 meter that way, 2 that way to 1 that way. Anyway, it's been a busy week, lots and lots of work, very busy during the day, and because last weekend was so exhausting, 30 hours in a car, and I drove more than 60, probably 70% of it, so a bit knackered. It just, at the time, mightn't get to you, but then afterwards, recovering does, and especially if you can't sleep all that well, have a lot of shit on your mind. Anyway, that's all I've really got to say about that, and I will do one of the videos I was going to do tomorrow, but I need to do a bit more writing, and there's a lot of editing to put together for footage and stuff, and I didn't get really good footage. I'm not necessarily trying to get footage of speeches and stuff like that. There are so many people that are doing that it's not particularly necessary. Anyway, be excellent to yourself, be excellent to each other, and that's all I've got to say about that. Also, Louis Armstrong. I know I flicked a cover, Louis Armstrong album cover, The Great Satched Emo, but I just thought I'd come back and say what I said, and whatever. Sawyer.